So good evening, everyone. All the viewers also who will be joining us. This is a platform initiated by all of us whom you see on the screen, including Hari, Sham, Sriram, Hema, myself. And we are doing this for communicating with people and keeping the emotions alive, not letting them get under the scroll of depression or loneliness. So the reason to start Maitri is to get connecting with people, to help people emotionally. And over here, Hari Kumar, who is from Hyderabad, is going to be the moderator of this entire show. And he's a compassionate person who loves to connect with people. And he himself has gone through a little bit of trauma when a couple of months back, his mom had faced an heart issue. She had an heart attack. So we all have gone through some of the other issues in our life. And now I hand over to Hari. Let him make the whole talks now, and I'm going to be silent. So all of you, very good evening. And let's start this show with Hari.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Hi all. Welcome to Maitri's first online webinar. My name is Hari Kumar. I am your friend who is going to connect with you with a different set of people. All of us have suffered the blues in the pandemic, and there was a point we all were helpless, emotionally on the crossroads of our life. The pandemic has already left us with deep mental scars. Isolation, loneliness, domestic violence, general anxiety, professional burnouts, and post-traumatic stress have all become a part of our ongoing health crisis. COVID-19 has hit us with a double blow, both to the body and mind. Depression, anxiety disorders were the most common issues. Months of lockdowns have suspended life, and we have been confined inside our homes for over a year. It's been an uneasy adjustment period on many levels, including social and financial. There are a lot of cases reported in India of mental health issues ranging from anxiety, panic attacks, depression, and in extreme cases, suicide. So let's unite together and find a solution for our emotional stability. So first of all, I'd like to start with the formation of Maitri. Our intention was and is to help to develop emotional well-being of their mind during these unprecedented times. Because every one of us is going through their toughest period in life. So let's collectively connect each other on emotional ground. Let's make a chain of emotional wellness. Come, join us, be a part of us, as each and every one of us are going through the same phase, whether openly or silently. So I would like to introduce the team. So first of all, I'd like to introduce Grishma Natraj, psychotherapist, counseling psychologist, and life coach, and a motivational speaker. Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the webinar.
Good evening.
And also, I'd like to welcome the panel members of Maitri. So starting with Sham. Sham is an experienced from corporate sector, and Mr. Sriram, who is from banking sector. A very good evening to both of you.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. So, and last but not least, a very warm welcome to the audience who have joined us. Thank you for joining us. And a very warm welcome to you all. I want to introduce Mr. Ravi Nair, who is our today's guest speaker. He is the owner and partner of Splash Group, Hyderabad, and also the founder and group captain of Royal Wanderlust, Brothers on Wheels. It is a bullet club in Hyderabad. He is also associated with many social service groups in and around Hyderabad. Welcome, Reveta. तो दोस्तों, अभी शुरू करते हैं रवि जी की कहानी उनकी जुबानी से. So Raviji, please, the floor is yours. Can you just, Revita, can you just speak a few words about yourself
Yeah,
and the social services you
yeah,
have done? I mean, doing it.
okay. Yes. Thank you, Hari, for inviting me to this Zoom meet and Maitri. Grateful. I'm an event manager by profession and do a lot of corporate events in Hyderabad. Basically, a Malayali by birth, but stayed almost all my 40, 50 years in different sectors of India. So, got a family. Jaysha is my wife, two kids. Daughter is doing her LLB. Yeah, I'm going to say BB LLB, and son is in 12th standard. And regarding this COVID help, what we do? See, normal since almost 1.5 years, we are jobless. Jobless in the sense, no events, event managers have been like on zero stage. But in fact, we are just waiting for a better time to come and all. Meanwhile, as a social responsibility, we should always help the needy, not the poor. I don't say poor, but the needy who's been affected by COVID, corona, COVID positive. So we try to help them by giving some medicines who cannot afford, and people who cannot cook. So the wife is not well; she's affected, and the entire family get into problem. So we were have some kitchens been installed in different segments, and we have been serving food to all the needy of the pandemic who are there in this area particularly. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, Revita, thanks for the intro. So Ravita, I'll start with the first question. As a person, I'm seeing you
Okay.
very closely how helpful you are to the people around you and to the society, because you are a father, a husband, a son, and overall a person who has to run your own business, right? So
Correct,
you are,
correct, correct.
so you are not only responsible for your family, but also the extended family of your office. How do you keep going?
See, family, uh, everybody in this world, first priority is their family. The family is the first priority, and we should take care of the family first. And then comes the social people helping around. But family is really very sportive and very like always stands with me for this type of causes and responsibilities. So they never stopped me. In fact, it is never that why are you going out? Why are you helping them? Nobody question me. Not even my wife, not my kids. They always say good. At least if you do good to the people, definitely God will always be with us and all. That part is always there in the back of our mind. But of course, yes, it's very difficult sometimes to handle both the uh, things together. See, sometimes there's emergency at home, and you have to deliver the food and get medicines, give medicines to the patients who have been waiting. So it becomes slightly difficult. But in that case, there are a couple of friends who are there who support me, and we think take the things in a smooth way.
Okay, thank you for the, that answer.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, मैम, ग्रीष्मा मैम,
Yeah, yeah,
तो
please tell me, Hari.
तो आप इसके बारे में क्या कहना चाहते हैं?
See, rightly, Mr. Hari said right now, the family support, because now it's actually needed. जब उनकी family उन्हें support कर रही है, he is very able to go and serve the needies who really deserve the help, isn't it? So overall, it's a bonding between yourself and your family. So family support is always a bigger help, I would say. And if you have to balance your emotions and if you have to really connect with the world, it is the background of your family. And that, Hari, I think so you know
Correct.
very well, because you know you have been seeing me for such a long time, and you saw how even Maitri came into the picture. So if I wouldn't have had a support from my family, I don't think so we would have been able to launch this
Hmm.
today. So it is the family.
True. True.
Basically, it's not we. So same thing goes with Mr.
Correct,
Hari
correct.
also. If his wife would have been asking, "Arey, why are you spending money there?" He wouldn't have been
Ah,
so comfortable sitting and talking this.
very true, very true. It's not possible.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, 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 okay.
Both the wheels, they as we drive our car, there is an Excel rod. So even in the family, there should be an Excel rod of emotions, understanding, and overall the trust. That is the
Correct.
Excel which carries the family ahead.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for your for your answer. Uh,
Thank you.
the second question to Riveta. In this pandemic, everyone is affected. Your business has also been affected. But still, how do you manage helping the people? And would you like to share your difficulties in this pandemic and how you are maintaining your mind and emotions?
Yeah, yeah. As mentioned earlier, it is really very difficult because almost since 1.5 year, there's no income to me. But I don't say that, as I mentioned earlier, it's only the family which is supporting. And my wife is working lady, and she earns good money to us, to our family. So that's really supporting our family in term. And apart from that, we, from my side, we whatever the money we had, we have spent a lot of invested in different places. But at this stage, helping the needy becomes little tough. But we never bother about the money. Somehow we could manage it from the friend sources, and there are people came forward. I was surprised to see people are coming forward and saying, "Please, Ravi, you need any support or any financial support? We're ready to give you some rice bags, oil packets. In fact, the disposable packing materials also." So there are a lot of people who came forward who supported us, and that gave us a much more motivation to our work what we do. And then slowly we started giving food to the people around two areas, one Bolaram and Alwal. And slowly it increased to Yapral and Sainipuri also. And the this we it is very easy to identify a COVID patient. We never went so deep. We just made some couple of posters. We told that it's free food for the COVID patients and their family. It's a one meal. So we have shared that poster to different social medias, and it went like a viral. So people had forwarded the post, made awareness. People came forward, and there were a number reflected there. So people started calling us, and then we identified where is the need. So we made a map and spoke to made a queue sheet, and accordingly we followed the track and then delivered the food to all the family in a systematic way daily. Almost 10 to 12 days continuously, each family used to take our services. And after becoming there, few people became negative. They tested negative after 10 to 15 days. But few people were like serious, and they have to get admitted to the hospital. Even in they're taking them to the hospital, also we help them by arranging some hospitals, beds and all, oxygens. We did that. Yeah.
So overall, how was the experience, Riveta?
Experience, I'll tell you, they were, to be very honest, it gives us great, uh, what do you call it, in Hindi, we call it a man ki shanti. You feel so peace of mind when you get to speak to the people who are negative, and whenever they call us and send message and say thank you so much for your great help, you are like God to us. So this all these words really so gives so peace to your mind, and it really motivate us to do more and more. And sometimes it's very difficult. And when we had a lockdown periods, it was very difficult to see. We cannot say every time the police people stops, they do their duties and all. So we have to cross them. We have to tell them the way of serving food and all. But it was like luckily we had voluntary police department has issued us some ID cards. But that helped us in serving the food to the patients of COVID. So that was, but difficulties are there. sometimes we have to carry almost 60 people food in your car. So, and the packets, if the packets tears the food, the curd and the sambar that spoils the car, and there are a lot of difficulties we faced. But again, we had to repack it, and there were difficulties we had. Again, we had to come back to the place, kitchen, and then repack it and go back to the patients and give them the service.
Okay. So thank you, Ravita. So this leads me to a question for Grishma ma'am. मैम जैसे कि रवि सर ने बताया मन की शांति, तो
Yeah.
आप मन की शांति के ऊपर अपने फ्रेंड्स के लिए क्या बताना चाहेंगे?
See, first thing is we always do a big blunder. हम लोग ये सोचते हैं कि शांति बाहर मिलेगी. हम लोग हमेशा यही सोचते हैं कि मुझे शांति नहीं है. शांति क्यों नहीं है वो अपने अंदर ढूंढो ना. जब आप बाहर ढूंढने जाओगे तो आपको अशांति ही मिलेगी. एंड एट दिस टाइम यस वही मिलेगी, क्योंकि हर कोई अफेक्टेड है. हर किसी के लाइफ में कुछ ना कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. इट इज नॉट नेसेसरी कि कोविड के वजह से है, लेकिन कोई अपना जॉब खो चुका है, कोई अपना सैलरीज कट चुके हैं लोगों की. बट द प्रॉब्लम इज हम लोग सिर्फ मॉनिटरीली बिलीव देखते हैं. हम लोग सिर्फ मॉनिटरीली जाते हैं एंड देयर वेयर द थिंग्स गोज रॉन्ग. अगर हम देखेंगे कोविड ने एक अच्छी चीज जरूर की है कि लोगों को कनेक्ट किए, अपने घर के लोगों को इकट्ठा लाया है जो अब्रॉड में थे या जो अलग अलग डेस्टिनेशंस पे थे. पीपल हैव कम बैक टू योर लाइफ, इजंट इट? दे हैव कम एंड कनेक्टेड विद द ओल्ड पेरेंट्स, देयर रिलेटिव्स एंड ऑल. हमें वो नहीं चाहिए. वी जस्ट गो बिहाइंड द वेल्थ. मेन थिंग मैं सबको यही कहूंगी, डर के जो आप लोग सबने देखा होगा स्प्राइट का एड आता था, डर के आगे जीत है. वो एड अभी के वक्त के लिए सही है, बिकॉज हम लोग हमेशा एवरी डे वी फियर टू फेस आवर लाइफ एंड वी स्टार्ट हंटिंग थिंग्स आउटसाइड. वो अपने अंदर ही है. अगर हम लोग पॉजिटिवली सोचेंगे, अब बोलोगे आपकी ये कंडीशन में पॉजिटिव कैसे सोच सकते हैं? अरे खुद को देखो यार, जो सड़क पे है या जो काम सच में कर रहे हैं, जो डेली वेजेस है, उनसे तो आपकी लाइफ बेटर है ना. सो कंपेयर द थिंग्स व्हाट यू हैव एंड व्हाट द वर्ल्ड डजंट हैव. एटलीस्ट थैंक गॉड फॉर व्हाट यू आर हैविंग. उससे देखो आपको शांति जरूर मिलेगी. बिकॉज जब हम अपने से ऊपर कंपेयर करना शुरू करते हैं, हम लोग में एक ईगो आ जाता है, एक अर्ज आ जाता है कि उसके जैसे बनो. लेकिन जब हम अपने आप को देखेंगे तो आपको पता चलेगा कि अपनी कंडीशन इज मच बेटर. एटलीस्ट हमको 2 वक्त की रोटी मिल रही है, और लोग ऐसे भी हैं कि उनके घर में 2-2 दिन का चूल्हा तक नहीं जलता है. सो डोंट हंट पीस ऑफ माइंड आउटसाइड. पीस ऑफ माइंड अंदर ही है. अंदर ढूंढिए, खुद के अंदर ढूंढिए. अभी ये मतलब नहीं खुद के अंदर शर्ट खोल के ढूंढिएगा, अपने मन के अंदर जाइएगा, अपने मन को टटोल लीजिएगा कि वो एग्जैक्टली चाहता क्या है. अगर वो अभी जैसे मिस्टर रवि ने कहा कि ही इज वेरी हैप्पी बिकॉज लोग जब उन्हें दुआएं देते हैं, क्या वो दुआओं से कितने अमीर होंगे? इज दैट इक्वल टू द फाइनेंशियल वेल्थ व्हाट ही हैज? His blessings have kept him going in the tough time also. Why? Because he got connected with good people. He have helped in good people to survive. Nobody is bad, not the circumstances, nothing. Only thing I want to say is just open your heart, feel all the energies, forgive and forget and go ahead. Automatically you'll get peace of mind. But if you keep on keeping grudges, you keep on feeling egos, nothing is going to allow you to move ahead in your life.
ओके, थैंक यू मैम, थैंक यू फॉर दैट. तो नेक्स्ट हम लोग पैनल मेंबर्स श्याम और श्रीराम, तो आप क्या कहना चाहेंगे? व्हाट आर योर ओपिनियन अबाउट दिस टॉपिक?
I would like to say something. Yeah, I mean, I was listening to the research and this conversation. I mean, yeah, great. I mean, it was a great experience. Both were sharing. You actually see both what Ravi sir is sharing is his personal life experience, right? But I was also experiencing some personal issues. I mean, not in the personally, but at least my friends issues. In my office, I've been seeing my teammates, not getting even oxygen cylinders. Not here, at least not in Kerala, but in outside of things. So they were like searching for oxygen cylinders because they're not getting it at all. And I was working for a corporate, so my company has really helped to try to provide what measure support for them from whatever side it is. We have a team. I'm part of one of the team where we work in the late evening, around 6 to 8, only to cater to persons who are affected with COVID in my company. So it's a kind of firefighting team. We work around all the clock. We connect with all the our corporate folks and friends and relatives and try to arrange with them. So these kind of situations is at that time, what I feel was, where are we running about at this particular point of one step ahead? If you just look back, today we are just searching for something which is really needed for your life support, right? So that's where the people are become god there. Just not only the frontline workers but also the people who are supporting them. What Ravita said, those people who supported him has helped me a lot, right? It's a collective effort from everyone. So right now we may not be in the forefront runners, but yes, but tomorrow we also will have some situation, right? So everybody will be, those who help at that particular moment will be their cause, right? Or their helping hands to them. So it's a collective effort which basically runs behind it. And those who experience this in the front line, they can know very well how it works. So I hope it's and going forward, we will not suffer for anything, but at least there are helping hands behind it everywhere. With friends, relatives, your family, or whoever it is, right? They were all behind you. So it's just that we're not realizing it. We are not connected. That's the reason why we are not realizing. So people living in flats or people living in things, they are not even known each other. And there is, I experienced that personally. I know that person next to it, they're COVID positive. I came to know after 1 month. It's really a situation where you don't know your neighbor who they are. When they get isolated, when they need help, nobody's there. So those kind of situations happen. So experiences, there are various experiences. One of the experiences that Ravi sir shared is really great. That thing. So yeah, I feel like people have now realized what is important for being having a friend, a good relationship, a good connect, a good neighbor or a family. I believe that is very important nowadays. That's the essence of our life. Ultimately, that is where we have to.
Okay, thank you, Sham. Sriram, the floor is yours.
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Good evening.
So, yeah, uh, yeah, what I'd like to share is that the concept of Maitri that we have like brought about. I think what attracted me is that uh, mental health, be it during the COVID era, if we can say that. Um, it has one thing. It has you know made started people made it has uh, allowed people to talk about it, the mental issues, because even though these mental uh, stress or depression or whatever the um, other mental illnesses or disorders that the people were facing in our society, it wasn't spoken about much. But I think um, now people are really starting to talk about it, and a platform like this wherein people can come together and talk about their feelings or the emotional support that they need, it is as important. I think, in my opinion, the emotional well-being or like mental well-being is as important as like financial well-being of a person, because unless um, our mind is not healthy, like our body, it won't allow us to, you know, overcome a lot of things. So it will really pull us back. So uh, uh, the health uh, of our mind is equally important, uh, like anything else that we find very important. So um, uh, and another thing that I uh, associate with this is because um, even before the COVID situation, I was going through depression. I was going through some tough times, and it was a really hard struggle. I worked in a bank for around 11 years, and things were not going good for me. So the moment um, when there have been really dark times in my life because I had no idea what to do. I had a great deal of social anxiety. I could not talk to people. Crowd used to scare me and all. But in a way, actually, COVID, uh, the lockdown actually helped me because I could stay at home. I could be like, there were no people, there were no traffic on the roads. I'm not. I don't want to joke about it, but yeah,
So you mean to say that you enjoyed lockdown?
in a way, because I was in a very bad environment because the place where I worked, my confidence level because of depression was so low that I could not face another person. So, and I like, the life was just a routine, like getting up in the morning, going to work, coming late at night, and then there was nothing else to do, just eat and sleep. So, and I was getting with every going as time passed, condition was getting worse. Uh, and uh, and because of this lockdown, because uh, I had to stay at home, which I personally, I'm not, I'm kind of an introvert person, so I don't really enjoy big crowds and a lot of people around me. So uh, it gave me time to reflect on things. It gave me time to understand what I was going through. I had reached out. I asked for help, and that all the time I could give myself, it really helped me to overcome the battles I was fighting inside my head. So I think through this platform, what I would like to ask all our friends out there is that if you need help, you should reach out. There are people, you have friends, you're not alone, and things might be dark at this moment, but reach out, and there is help waiting for you. So
Yes, very rightly
Okay.
said,
Okay.
Sriram. There is a ray of hopes, and I'm taking your part for Hari over here because it takes a lot of courage to accept the fact the way Sriram has said about his problems and how he came out of it. See, you need a boldness, you need the courage to say that yes, I'm an introvert and I never like to mingle in the crowd. So, because of COVID, he could understand what he was expecting from life. So this is what I wanted to say when you asked me peace ka matlab, shanti ka matlab kya hai. Today he is at peace because he understood where the things were going wrong with him, and so much courage he took that today on the social media platform he's openly saying that I could find out myself where I went wrong or where I am strong now. So this is all about, I think, so Maitri, wherein we are not judging anyone, whether it is a multimillionaire or a common person. We are just giving a ray of hope and a ray of friendship.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you for that. Ma'am, I'm handing over it to you for the concluding remarks. And also, please share a tips for overcoming depression.
The first thing is, my dear friends, before we wind up, one thing, we all are lonely. Understand? If something goes with us till the grave, or the something which is there always with us, without any friend, without any wealth, is our breath. So I would say focus on your breathing exercises, focus on your intaking of oxygen and letting out of the oxygen, because rest other things comes later. When you are suffering into an ICU, there are only doctors, nurses around, but they are also not there 24 hours. It's other equipments who keeps us going, but the breath, the breathe, the air, the oxygen what we take is always with us. We are known with that. So whenever we get emotionally angry, we get emotionally stressed, or we get tensed up, the worst thing we do is we control our breath. So my dear friends, if you really want to struggle out, please start breathing. Breathe fully 100%, because when we get angry, when we get stressed, when we are anxiety, excitement and all, we forget to breathe. Yes, we don't breathe 100%. The simplest funda, have ample of water and breathe in air properly. Let it circulate in your each and every molecule of your body. That keeps us going. So the best thing is relax. Don't get hyper, don't get anxiety. See, death is the truth. Accept the fact that we are struggling. We all are struggling. Only when we get confronted with the facts, I think so, life becomes more easy. The way Sri Ram said, the way Sham said, and even Mr. Ravi said. So I just want you to understand, start leaving. Don't say, I will try. Is it possible that you hold your nose, you hold your breath for 1 hour and say, no, I'm not going to take oxygen right now because oxygen is very much necessary as there's lack of oxygen, and I'll start breathing tomorrow. What will happen? You will end up dying. So it is now, in this moment, think of it. And I'm leaving you over here with this thought, how to live your life. Do you want to live your life tomorrow, or you want to enjoy your life at this moment by helping people, by connecting people, following your dreams, achieving your goals? That's all up to you. So over to you, Hari. That's all from my side.
Okay, okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for those tips. So
Thank you. And I would also like to thank Mr. Ravi for taking out time for this, our short
No,
interviews.
yeah, grateful to you. Thank you so much.
okay, so now I'd like to close this webinar. Uh, thank you all for joining us. Please stay connected with us. We are there to help you out for your emotional stability. We are there with you. Thank you. Thank you all.
Yes, friends, those who have joined us, please, all of you, be a member of us, join with us. We are not expecting anything, just a simple smile and hugs and a piece of advice. Open up your problems, and we are there to guide you, each and every one of us. So stay connected. Next Sunday, we'll come up with a new episode.
Thank you all.
Thank you.